tell me your full name, please?
Yeah, sure. I am Nabil Abdul Karim.
Thank you. And where do you come from?
I come from Kerala, which belongs to the southernmost part of India.
And do you work or do you study?
Yeah, I work now.
Okay. And could you describe what kind of work you do?
I'm a doctor. In fact, I'm a child specialist. I work for a private hospital presently.
And what do you like about your job?
Well, I deal with humans, especially children. That smile that brings back after the long mental and health agony, that makes me more happier.
And what kind of job do you hope to do in 10 years' time?
In the next 10 years, I would like to build a quality hospital where I can provide good quality care for children, especially dedicated to children, and with a more importance for the newborns and dealing with more emergency cases.
Okay, now let's look at sport. Do you play any sport?
Yeah, sure. I play cricket.
And what are the most popular sports in your country?
Obviously, it is cricket, which is the most popular sport in our country, followed by football.
Is it better to play sport or to watch it?
In my opinion, I feel more of watching sports than playing because uh, involving play means more of more of physical exertion. We can relax and watch sports and enjoy that.
Great, great. Can sport be dangerous?
In fact, if it is handled by people who doesn't have experience in sports, it can really be dangerous. It can even risk their life.
And do men and women play different sport in your country?
In our country, where there is more importance given to cultural and traditional values, and where women are restricted in compared to the males, in our country they do play different sports. While men prefer outdoor games, women mostly prefer to play indoor games like chess, table tennis, like that.
Perfect, thank you very much. Okay, let's look at part two. I'd like you to describe a vacation. You have 1 minute. Okay, thank you. You have 2 minutes.
Thank you. Shall I?
Please do.
I would like to describe one of my most memorable vacation I had. That was almost 1 year back, where I visited a place known as Alapi, which belongs to the southernmost part of Kerala. It is flanked by backwaters, and it is one of the most beautiful destinations among tourism in the world. I traveled there with my family, my mother and my father and my sibling. We had a very wonderful stay there. We enjoyed a lot there fishing. We went for house water cruise. We stayed in the houseboat for almost overnight. We stayed there, and we did enjoy fishing. And we had also gone to the river beach side, where we had a nice bath there. And it was in fact a very memorable and enjoyable one. We had a lot of seafoods over there. In fact, there was a seafood specialty restaurant over there. We visited there, and the stay was also pleasant. I would like to go there again if I get a chance, because that was atmosphere was very friendly, eco-friendly. With the people over there was very nice. They supported us a lot in the stay, during the stay, the whole stay.
Perfect, thank you very much. Okay, let's move on to part three. I'd like to ask you a few more questions about vacations. Are people taking more holidays and travelling further away these days?
Yeah, these days people travel a lot nowadays when they get a vacation, often to relieve the stress, the mental stress from their job. They do travel a lot nowadays compared to the older days.
Great. Where did people go for holidays in the past, say 50 years ago?
In the past, say if you take the case 50 years ago, people used to travel a lot for pilgrimage, visiting nearby temples and such places where they can have a mental solace. But nowadays, people prefer to go to exotic places.
Great. And where do people usually like to go for holiday these days?
Well, these days, as I told, people have a lot of money nowadays. They have a good accessibility, so they prefer going to much far more places, like exotic places, like outside their country, like Mauritius, USA.
Great, okay. Why do people want to travel for holidays?
In fact, nowadays holidays are given much more importance in a daily routine life of families. They prefer holidays, as I told before, to stress, to ease their stress. They had a long year of work, from mental stress. They have physical stress. So a holiday means a lot to them in terms of their health and lifestyle. So,
Now, is tourism having an effect on the environment?
obviously, as tourism is given more importance these days, uh, it can really cause a harm to the environment. Like more people coming to a place means that environment gets destroyed, more of wastes and more of things that cause environment a lot.
Now, what sort of benefits can tourism have on a local economy?
Well, tourism play an important role in building the economic policy of a country. In fact, in our country like India, where tourism is the most gained resources, almost 30% of the economy is from tourism. So, in fact, it is building a lot in building a country's economy.
And do you think the tourism industry will continue to grow in the next few years?
Sure, as I told before, as more and more people give importance, and that too in this era of electronic advancement, people can get to know more about destinations through internet, even through their mobile phone. They can get to know. So, tourism is gaining a lot of importance, and it is growing in an advanced manner in the next 50 years.
Great, thank you. And what do you think of tourism designed not to damage the environment?
In fact, there is a particular term known as ecotourism, where in fact the environment can be preserved alongside the building of a tourist place of the country. Environment needs to be protected for the future of the country. So it plays an important role along with tourism.
Perfect, thank you very much. End of test.